Hey, Corey Campbell here and asking you today, are you listening to the big voice or the little voice? And what does that mean for you personally, dealing with your health, your wellness, your family, your marriage, your spouse, your friends, your family, or your business, anything of that. So are you listening to big voice or little voice? That's what we want to talk about today. So, hey, John. Popping on, watching from afar. Where are you guys at these days? You building any new houses, making any new updates? So some quick updates for me. If you're in the Northern California area, I have a couple events coming up. So May is right around the corner. It's on Wednesday. And May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So I'll be sharing some tips, some suggestions how to manage your own mental health and wellness, but also to help support those around you. But if you're in the Northern California area, this Saturday, which is May 4th, Fairfield is having a mental health awareness celebration. So come out and join us. You can comment down below if you're going to be in and around the Fairfield area and you want to get the details on that. I'll definitely pop those over for you. And then also next week on Tuesday, which is the 7th, I am in Vacaville and I'm teaching a health and wellness event there as well. So if you want the details on that, I can do that for you. I'll share that. So comment down below and tell me if you want to know where it is and how to get tickets to those. All those events are free. I do love teaching for free. Hey, Mom. And Marion got popped on also. Hey, Joan. So glad you guys can all pop on there live. And let's see. So that's what I've got coming up in the next week. So I'll be sharing those. Those are my quick updates. So today I want to talk about big voice and little voice. And what do I mean when I say that? And which one are you listening to? Right? Now, have you ever gone into a situation and inside you have this little voice, probably pretty quiet, who might say, you know, something doesn't feel right, or I'm a little nervous, or hey, this is a really good idea. What should you be doing for this, right? So someone might be sharing those ideas for you too. Now, if you've ever listened to that little, sometimes shy, quiet little voice that's just there, and then the big voice takes over and says, no, do it this way, or that's wrong, you don't want to do that, or you're not good enough, or you'll never achieve that. That's what I call the difference between the big voice and the little voice. Now, the little voice is what some would call your intuition. And as children, we listen to that little voice. As children, they'll run around, they don't care. They're laughing, they're joking. Joy is everywhere. You know, they see a new bug, they get so excited. They'll run around, they'll fall down, they get up, no cares in the world. They're listening to that inner voice of chasing joy and happiness and passion and all that stuff. As we get older, then other people's opinions and ideas and their visions and goals are put onto us, and we're told, you know, you can't do that, or you shouldn't do that, or just plain flat out no. And I don't know where this was, and I don't know the exact numbers, but I read a study that by the time you turn 18 years old, you have heard the word no some ridiculous amount of times, like tens of thousands of times by the time you're 18. And then you've heard yes or go for it, like, I think it was 1 to 33 times. So one time you would hear yes, and 33 times you would hear no. It's a significant outweigh, right? So that plays on our mindset and our brain to be able to make these decisions. So I'm going to task you, so Mondays are the days that I sit down and say, okay, what do I want to achieve or myself this week? Like, what are my goals for this week? And I always listen to, initially, that little quiet voice that says, this would be really cool, we should try this. Or this should be really cool, we should try to connect with this person, or with this organization, or with this team, or with whatever. And then I sit back and I now wait. That big voice comes in, and that big voice will tell me things like, you know what? You're never going to get through to that person, or that person's never going to be interested in talking to you, or, what are you thinking? Yeah, right. And then I sit down and I evaluate. Okay, where am I at? Do I want to achieve that goal? Am I a little bit afraid of making that step? Or am I staying in the easy side? So that's what I want to sit back and ask you. Comment down below and tell me if you think that I'm totally crazy, or if there's some truth to this little voice, big voice analogy that I'm making up. Right. So if there's some truth to that, and you have heard these voices for yourself, it's okay. I listen to the voices. I talk back to them too. I'm not crazy. And we're doing that. So I want to ask you, write down a goal. What do you want to accomplish this week? Whatever it is. Like, maybe it's a business goal, or maybe it's a personal goal. Maybe you want to plan a trip soon and you're like, this would be a really cool place to go. Write it down instantaneously. As soon as that idea comes into your brain, write it down. There is some serious research that shows taking a pen and a piece of paper, can be a journal, can be just can be a sticky note. Okay, take a pen, piece of paper, write it down and read it. And then ask yourself that, does that goal, or does that thing that you wrote down bring about just a little bit of fear? A little bit of, you get your heart pumping, or has a little bit of anxiety, or a little flushed, right? Does that happen to you? Because if it does, I want you to go for it this week. Seriously. Because that little bit of flutter that's going on inside of you is that excitement that wants you to get there, but that fear of the unknown, or the fear of not knowing if you can actually accomplish it. And what will happen, I guarantee it will happen, is that big voice will try to take over, and that big voice will say, you can't do that, or you shouldn't do that, or you don't have time for that, or there's no way. The big voice will keep you small, right? But we want that little voice inside of you, that little bit of excitement. We want that pumping up inside of you so you can actually go out and achieve that. And it can be anything. Maybe this week you want to go to the gym 3 times, and maybe you haven't done that in a long time. So this week you're like, I'm going to do it 3 times this week. Because you're excited about it. You want to get healthy. You want to get back to the gym. And maybe the big voice inside of you is saying, you haven't been to the gym in 3 months, so why start now? Or you're never going to get up in the morning to go to the gym. Maybe that's what's going to start to happen with that big voice. But I want you to fight through it. And I want you to challenge yourself to make that smaller voice inside of you become bigger than the big voice that keeps you small. Let me see that. Say that again. Should make that a quote. Let's turn that into some kind of a fancy tweet. So, I want you to make the small voice inside of you grow louder and louder and louder, and become bigger than that big voice that its only purpose is to keep you small. So we're going to push through that. This is Motivation Mindset Monday. Comment down below if you're loving this, if you love this message, if you feel like this is inspiring you, lighting you up, making you excited to go out for this week, whatever it is that you want to accomplish. Comment down below. Share those goals with us, because this is also bringing in more accountability from other people, which will help you actually get there, because then you've got a bunch of cheerleaders on your side. We want you to reach those goals. We want you to get there. So comment Now, tell us what you want to achieve this week, right? Maybe it's health, wellness. Maybe you need to clean your house or mow your yard, or maybe you have a new business goal. You want to make a new launch, make a new excitement. Maybe you want to attend my event on Saturday or next Tuesday. So you're going to put that in the comments. Whatever it is, we want to bring a whole pile of cheerleaders getting your little voice to become big and loud and huge microphone to get you across that finish line. Because that's what we're going to be here for, is cheering you along. And I'm going to put this out for you. If you have a goal, but you're not quite sure how to word it or how to get started to take the action steps to actually achieve that, if you have an idea of what you want to do, but you're not quite sure what to do next, send me a private message and let me help you turn that seemingly little goal into this big thing that we know that you can accomplish. And basically make me become your accountability person for that particular goal. So if you need that help, I'm putting it out there, putting it out in the universe that I am there to help you achieve that. I can't guarantee it. You have to do the work, but I will help you put it into a mindset, into a place where you can actually do it. All right? So send me a private message. Let me help you with that. All right? That's what I got for you guys today. If you love it, like it, comment it, share it. Don't forget to send me your goals if you want to work with me on tweaking it to where you can become successful. I'm going to help you do that for you. All right, I'm Corey. I'm going to be signing out. Talk to you soon.